She bit someone? Hannah? With her mouth?
He was fine.
Yeesh.
The teacher says it happens all the time.
Hannibal the cannibal, you should
We
call
are not
her.
going to call her a cannibal.
Revealing the origin of this very odd nickname, and I love that despite Avi's insistence that it won't happen, it does anyway.
She never learned different because you didn't give her any brothers or sisters.
Yeah, I guess not, Mom.
Interesting to hear how insistent Naomi is about this, as this is also right around the time that we saw Avi ask Jen if they should try again.
Do you want me and Shira and Yoshi to start a band?
You don't play an instrument. What would you be, the manager?
Right.
You did play piano for a bit, but you quit before you got
Well,
good.
I was
You want to
7,
get good
so-
at things, you can't quit. If I were a better mother, maybe you would understand that.
Crucial to show this very frustrating side of Naomi before this episode where Avi sees a very different version of her.
I'm sorry I quit piano when I was 7 so I couldn't be in a band with my brother and sister so you could be proud of us like the mother of the girls in Heim? Of course I'm proud of you anyway. I'm proud of all of my children.
So if you know it, why should I say it?
Says a lot about Naomi that she doesn't really feel the need to say this here. She just assumes that they know it, but hearing it is a completely different thing than assuming it's true. Oh, hey, they included the list of words that Yoshi chooses later this episode for the Toast-O-Matic speech. Love the new inclusions of Naomi's accomplishments within the community that provide evidence for the claims made this episode by all these people.
I can't believe I have to go to this party for my mom. Everyone's gonna make these dumb speeches, and she's gonna keep looking at me like, did you hear that? Did you hear how much people like me? How come you don't like me like that? You're a bad daughter, that's why.
Oh, keep talking about your mom. That's super hot for me.
Sorry.
Once again, they do a great job of just throwing you into the situation at the time, even though this is a bit of a reveal for us in the audience. Of course, these two were romantically involved, but it had never been stated overtly before. This poster is a fucking priceless parody of common relationships in media that were clearly queer, but not allowed to explicitly confirm it. I'd also add that Shira's room is so well designed in general, very angsty, grungy, 90s teenager.
Shira, why is your door locked?
I'm coming!
We don't lock doors in this house. What if there was a boy in here?
That's a clever little bit of irony.
I still can't believe your parents are doing this thing the same night as prom.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we'd go to prom anyway, though, right? And oh my
Right.
God, the theme.
I think they're
Barf.
trying to be
A
respectful.
night to never forget, and never forget 9/11.
No, Rachel, Shira is right. This is an insane theme.
Why would you want to go to prom?
Most people want to go to prom. I think that's kind of normal.
Yeah, but you and I aren't normal.
I'm kind of normal. Besides, if we don't go, the terrorists win.
Is it weird that we haven't talked about?
I don't think it's weird.
Okay, but what are we?
Smart way to hint at where the conflict between these two stems from.
Are we having like a conversation right now?
No.
Because I think what's so cool about us is that we don't
Of
have
course,
conversations.
just-
But if you really want to have that conversation,
I don't
maybe you
if
could
it's-
just wait until after prom. Because I don't want to have a really rough conversation right
Why do
before
you
prom
think the
and put a
conversation
damper
will be
on what's supposed
rough?
to be a night I will never forget while also never forgetting 9/11.
Sure, yeah, that's all really, really cool.
Good choice to have Rachel completely talking over Shira as she protests, steamrolling her with this decision. I also think that it's a pretty realistic disagreement for a queer couple to have at the time. I don't want to assume, but it's entirely possible that Rachel is afraid of publicly dating, or at least committing to Shira, as that means that she will be singled out, when all she really wants is to be a normal teenager and blend in with the crowd. Shira, on the other hand, doesn't really care, and only wants to be unabashedly herself.
Why is the GCC even doing this thing for Mom?
Because they think mom is a big deal?
No, it's because they think mom has rich friends who will pay a lot for a cheap dinner.
Showing how Shira literally can't conceptualize a night that would praise her mother as a human being.
I can't believe she made me fly in for this. I'm gonna miss my class on subjective idealism. If I'm not there, it doesn't exist.
The humor in this show is so witty.
I'm missing prom.
You wanna go to prom?
I could, you don't know.
I love how Avi knows his sister well enough to know that she wouldn't even want to go to prom in the first place. The fact that she's considering it is her wondering if she could be normal, caving to Rachel's expectations because she has feelings for her and doesn't want to lose her. Shira's casually erratic driving. They never really address it directly, but it is absolutely a running gag.
It was all anyone could talk about. I took Passover candy orders for youth group because I wanted to win this ball-in cup. Sold candy to every Jew in Mountain View and beyond. But then, the candy, it came late. I'm laughing it up with my ball-in cup. Everyone's calling Mom and Dad, hey, where's my candy? Tell Yoshi I didn't get my candy. I'm just a salesman.
Adore how this story is told as a religious fable. So beautifully creative. It also adds to the humor that Yoshi is telling this story so seriously and treating it with such respect, even though it's about such a trivial matter. It's so well done.
Guys, what are we doing tonight for our speech?
You're the writer. I assumed you'd have ideas.
I'm not a writer. I have a blog, which I barely even update. You'd know that if you read Swoop, there it is.
Perfect blog name, Avi.
Oh, there's a giant picture of me. I'm mortified, but also very honored. And look at that beautiful banner. It's too much. But if it helps raise money, and the lighting is just a little off.
Oh, of course she finds something to criticize.
I'm gonna go get ready backstage.
Cousin Moishe's not gonna be here tonight, is he?
I think he might be.
Oh, is he gonna say anything crazy?
You never know with Cousin Moishe.
Building up the Cousin Moishe mystery before the big reveal one final time, such a wonderful mislead.
I see you've arrived on time and not 2 weeks late like my Passover candy.
Oh, you remember.
Picture it. I got invited to the Cohens. The Cohens! So I say, Marvin, Kathleen, I will bring the candy.
Oh, no.
Kathleen says, but I'm making a flourless tort. I tell Kathleen, forget your tort.
So funny that Yoshi was right, and it actually was a huge deal within the family. And by the way, Uncle Barry's voice actor, Danny Burstein, crushes this role. So much character in every line reading.
I wait. It's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, no candy, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
No candy?
No candy.
Oh, no.
Made me a liar to the Cohens, Yoshi.
I'm so sorry.
And then, 2 weeks later, it arrives.
You brought it with you from Las Vegas?
Amazing how well these two can play off of one another, despite the fact that they likely weren't in the same room when this was recorded.
I was very nervous about hosting tonight. Anyone who's ever had to do something for Naomi can relate to this feeling. I'd better not screw this up.
No, you better not.
Why are people laughing? This is like a hostage video.
This line always kills me. What is cute and endearing to some is embarrassing to others.
But the good news is I have help. Please welcome Cousin Moishe.
Love how much they build up Moishe's presence, only for him to be a puppet.
Ugly crowd. Moishe, you can't say that. What? Is that not kosher?
He's from the old country.
Sweet that Yoshi gets a kick out of it.
Tell me about it. I haven't been this excited since I wound up in the washing machine with Naomi's brassiere. Moishe, what? Is that not kosher?
What is this voice? It's like Shtetl Dracula.
Shtetl Dracula is an excellent dig.
So Mom harassed a store into replacing a table. That's the lesson?
Well, Avi, you gotta be assertive to get what you want. You gotta be assertive to get what you want.
Well, look, I think it's a nice story. Ah, no!
Uncle Barry grabbing Yoshi like a gangster with this chilling little jingle. It's really interesting to me how Shira takes Naomi's advice here and ends up going to prom to confess her feelings to Rachel. They are quite similar sometimes, and her choice to lean into her more Naomi-like tendencies and the fact that it didn't lead to success might be an additional reason that Shira kind of resents Naomi.
I'm going to prom.
Going to prom?
To not take no for an answer. The puppet's right.
No, you can't leave. Who am I gonna make my bitchy little comments to?
Love Avi's self-awareness about his bitchy little comments. He really does do this every episode, too. Every event.
Let's crack open a cold one. That's what my dad says every morning.
Oh, Jesus, Danny. That explains so much.
I can't live down a stain, but she sees the good in a Nazi?
Wow, that is a wild dichotomy.
Come, my lady, come, my lady.
Excellent song choice that also fits the era. Love how the banner is indicative of how thrown in, last minute, the whole 9/11 of it all is. Love the lighting in this scene as well. Very fun and dynamic.
No!
The chain reaction here is genuinely impressive.
Jeg så glad I deg, Naomi. Jeg elsker deg så høyt.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
You don't know Norwegian?
I neither know Norwegian nor knew my mother knows Norwegian.
Nice, very real commentary about how little children actually know about their parents.
It's none of your business who I'm kissing. We agreed there were no rules.
Yeah, but the unspoken rule was that we wouldn't betray each other.
I'm not betraying you.
No?
No rules.
Okay, because we've been best friends for like all my life. We hook up, and when we're not hooking up, we're spooning your hair in my face, the scent of your glow by Jennifer Lopez perfume.
What does that have to...
Okay, no, never mind. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. And I'm also friends with Justin Durango. And sometimes I kiss him.
Sometimes?
Yeah, like sometimes I kiss you. I like to kiss people. It's fun.
Again, this is such a grounded argument between two teenagers. Rachel is kinda right. They agreed not to define themselves as anything officially, so it isn't really cheating. But Shira is also valid in thinking that they were more than they actually are, and that they both would be kinda stupid for assuming that nothing would come from all this kissing. Like, Rachel is, without a doubt, extremely irresponsible and cavalier with all these people around here, just kissing them and assuming that they're still friends and there is no attachment. That's unrealistic. But also, that's teenagers.
Even the Little Women eventually grew up and moved on from each other. Maybe it's like that. You're Joe, and I'm Meg.
Cool callback to Naomi's establishment of them as the Little Women. Also a great way to summarize personalities here. Love the blocking in this scene as Rachel moves away from Shira as much as she can, while Shira forces herself toward her, pushing people out of the way.
Of the Little Women? Yeah, I'm probably Meg.
You're obviously Amy.
Amy? Why am I Amy? Do you even know me at all?
Do you know you at all? What are we even talking about?
Well, if I'm Amy, then you're Beth.
Beth?
And the conversation is so layered as well. Rachel wants to be Meg, even though I believe Shira is correct in her assertion that she is Amy. Because Meg is more quote-unquote normal. However, Shira here can see the real Rachel and loves her for it, not really understanding why she would even want to be anyone but herself.
Tonight is not about me and you, okay? I don't know how you could take something like Prom, which is supposed to be about all of us, as well as the victims of 9/11, and somehow make it all about yourself.
Interesting to hear this criticism of Shira after she just criticized her mother for the exact same thing. Shows a bit how they are similar.
You know what? This is done.
No, it's not, because this was never anything.
Ooh, damn, that is extremely cold. Saying that you don't want to take things further is one thing, but to tell someone that they meant nothing to you, that is a betrayal that is really difficult to get over or forget about. This really shows you why Shira has held on to this disdain for Rachel for so long. Such a great reveal for all of this hate that they have been building up in Shira over the season toward Rachel. And the addition of people watching and giggling at her only really adds to the trauma of this experience.
Hi, Naomi. We have to keep it short because we don't know how to change the battery on this thing.
I told you to look at the manual.
For this, I drove to Teaneck to get berated by my little sister.
Berated,
Wasn't for
she
the
says.
weather,
Well,
I'll tell you
this
that
is berating,
much.
I guess, if you live in Woodstock.
Can we please get it together for Naomi?
This tiny interaction says so much about their sisterly dynamic.
You are actually the big sister to this whole community.
Oh my
And even
God,
though
I'm
we'll
gonna
always
cry.
see you as our
Stop
little
it.
nudge, we are so proud. What is the blinking?
I told you it's the battery.
But their statement of love shows how general behavior isn't always indicative of how they truly feel, as strange as that sounds. Nice stylized poster with the Hamza in the place of hands. So many great details.
Yoshi, is that you?
No, it's me, Shrek. I'm with me donkey friend. Quick, do the donkey voice.
Danny being uncomfortable doing the quote donkey voice.
Naomi was my social worker when I was in high school. She was transferring me from my parents' house to a foster home. I told her I wasn't ready to go in yet, so she took me to McDonald's, and we just talked. Actually, I talked. She just listened.
Just listened, Mom?
And when all the food was gone and there was nothing left to say, Naomi just sat in the car with me until I was ready. And now I'm studying music at Juilliard. Naomi told me not to miss class for this, but I said, no way, you mean too much to me.
Wow, that's crazy because she made me miss class for this.
So understandable why Avi would feel inadequate or confused here with this guy who's studying to become a true musician as opposed to Avi being a reviewer and Naomi showing actual veneration and respect for his studies.
I can't believe she did all that stuff.
She sounds like an incredible mom.
She does sound like one. I think I just got a different version of her.
Another great piece of commentary about family and its roles, and how people behave differently when in them. How, as children, we've really only spent a fraction of their lives with our parents, and they could have been radically different people before we met them. Or remember meeting them.
What do you listen to?
Why didn't I get that, Mom?
Okay, so we're still...
Right? How come all these people did, but not me?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Plus, it illustrates how Avi's fixation on his relationship with his mother costs him opportunities for happiness in his life.
Before I bring my kids back up, I would like to say a few words. Naomi, you are the spark of my world. Knowing you has made me better.
Interesting to hear Elliot say that Naomi has made him better. I'd really love more color on this next season, but I can see how Naomi perhaps pushes him to be more assertive, as Elliot can be a bit of a shrinking violet.
So, Juilliard.
I started playing piano at 7. I never gave up.
And wow, what a way to conclude this storyline. Not only with this dude getting the girl, but also the fact that he contradicts the anecdote we learned about in the cold open with Avi. Such clever writing, seriously.
And what happened to you?
We don't have to talk about it. I don't need to make everything about me. Tonight's about Mom.
Oh, what a great way to show already how harshly this has affected her.
It's interesting to hear what Naomi is to so many people, because to us, she's just Mom. But I guess to other people, she's some kind of Weird Al Yankovic. I just wish everyone could have a stegosaurus like the one I heard about tonight. One who supports and encourages and discombobulates. She really gives people a lot of pineapples, which is surprising because we don't have a lot of pineapples at home. It really makes you,
Hard not to feel a bit sad for the family as Avi states what he felt he missed in his own home.
Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is we fart you, Mom.
Oh, sweetheart.
Kind of funny that Shira was accused of making everything about herself, and now Naomi is doing the exact same thing, not really recognizing that Shira is crying for entirely separate reasons besides her.
I ate the Passover candies. I did it in the bathroom and they were bad. Now I'm even with all of you.
Barry's respect for Yoshi in this moment.
Thank you for all those beautiful words. Thank you all. I can't tell you what this means to me and to the JCC. And thank you to Cousin Moisha for hosting. You look so handsome on stage. I couldn't. He's married.
Come here, Naomi. Give me a big smooch.
I'll use this moment to state that the original soundtrack for this episode specifically was very on point. Many well-composed moments, and every emotion was underlined exceptionally.
There were so many people who really know Mom and love her, and meanwhile, we're doing our shtick like an emotionally constipated Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
Okay, Wacko, whoa.
Obviously, I'm Yakko.
Adore this cartoon comparison.
Maybe we don't know her at all.
Well, whose fault is that? We know that Naomi that she is with us. Maybe we're right and they're wrong.
Interesting observation from Shira that calls into question who Naomi really is, who our parents really are. And the answer, they're both of those people.
Oh.
Yoshi, are you okay? It's like a rainbow.
Oi.
Should we?
Elliot, they're taking care of each other. It's wonderful.
I really like how this shows that Naomi genuinely does just love when they do things together, when they support one another, even if the kids assume she has some selfish ulterior motive. Sometimes, yeah, they don't know her, and they think she does things out of cruelty or selfishness, when in reality, it's expectations that are conjoined with her love. But the love is still real. and it's still there at the heart of all of it. Love this painting on the wall behind them. Resembles Picasso's Blue Dove of Peace, which is maybe a little bit symbolic about the conclusion of this episode. And Elliot, I see that goofy little math book in your arms. They always put those details in there.
Let's go to bed. And bring Cousin Moisha. He can watch.
Ooh, freakalicious. If you enjoyed this video, consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/PosiTVty. That's PosiTVty. There you get all of the videos before they go up on YouTube. You can choose exactly what you want to see on the channel, and you get the unedited essays so you can hear all of my mistakes and the things that I choose to cut out. But any bit of support really helps me out, and I appreciate you being here at all, so thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, even just watching. I appreciate your presence on this earth, and I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll see you for the next video. Let me know what you think it should be. See you soon!